given when we are calculating the compound interest annually. For annual only given first of all. So that is P into principal into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n. Here n refers a time period, so conversion period, and that is differently given for when interest is compounded annually, interest is compounded half yearly, and interest is compounded quarterly. Depending on that, we will get this conversion period. For 1 year, we will get one conversion period when interest is compounded annually, means for year, if it is compounded, in that case we are getting number of conversion periods is equal to 1 for 1 year. So how many years they will give? That many years, that many conversion periods you will give. Okay, and if interest is compounded half yearly or semi-annually. Semi means half of the annual. Annual is nothing but year. Half of a year is semi-annual. In that case, n will be equal to half a year is nothing but 6 months. So how many 6 months we will get in 1 year? 1 year we have completely 12 months. Yes or no? So half of 12 months, that is 6 months plus 6 months. So how many conversion periods we are getting? 2. So whenever you are getting half yearly, interest is compounded half yearly. In that case, number of conversion periods are 2 for every year. Okay, how that 2 came like this. And if the interest is compounded quarterly, quarter is nothing but 4, yes or no? 4 times. So 12 months are divided into 4 equal parts. Means how many months we will get for 1 equal part? 3 like that. So then 1 year is having 12 months. In that quarter is 12 by 4. That is nothing but 3 months plus 3 months plus 3 months plus 3 months. So how many conversion periods we are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4 conversion periods. So n is equal to 4 for 1 year. Depending on its type, if the amount is compounded annually, in that case we will get a conversion period only 1, means how many years they will give in the question, that many years only we have to take for n. For suppose they are asking to find out for 2 years this amount. In that case, n will be equal to 2 if the amount, the interest is compounded annually. If the interest is compounded half yearly and they are given number of years is equal to 2, in that case number of conversion periods is 2 for 1 year. Like the 2 years we have, 2 into 2 means 4 conversion periods we will get for 2 years. Like that only for 4. 4 to the 8 conversion periods we will get when number of years is equal to 2 and amount is compounded quarterly. In that case n will be equal to 8. Okay. Now compound interest is given by amount minus principal, original formula, and here we have amount is this one. So by simplifying we have compound interest only in terms of principal and rate of interest like this 1 plus 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power of n minus 1. This is compound interest. Amount minus principal. Amount formula is P into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n and minus P. P is common. Okay. So remember, in case of compound interest, we need to think about conversion period depending on the how the interest is collected during year or half year or quarterly. Okay. Now, on these three topics, we will take the examples, then we will understand. So, my first example is example 1. So, here they are given, find compound interest on 12,600 rupees for 2 years, at 10% per annum, compounded annually. See, observe here. First of all, we need to think about how the interest is compounded. Here, for annually given means for 1 year. In that case, number of conversion periods is equal to number of years. That means n is equal to 2 itself. So, remaining values what are given, we will see. Given principal. Find compound interest on 12,600 rupees. Yes or no? So 12,600 is given principal, and T is equal to 2 years actually, but amount is compounded annually, so N also will be equal to 2 because T is equal to 2 years and amount compounded annually. Okay, and next, R rate of interest is equal to 10% per annum. So R is equal to 10% per annum. So all the values we have, what we need to find out? Compound interest. So directly we can find out, otherwise first find out amount, after getting that amount minus principal you can do. So I am finding amount first. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N. Okay. So which will be equal to P value is 12,600 into 1 plus R value is 10% for 1 year whole to the power of N is equal to 2. 100 ones are 100. 100 plus 10, 110. 110 by 100 we will get directly. So I am writing directly 12,600 into 110 by 100 whole square 2 times. So 110 by 100. 2 zeros will get cancelled, and these 2 zeros will get cancelled, and remaining numbers are, amount is equal to 126 into 11 into 11. So 11 11s are 121. Now find out this product, that will be the amount and compound interest. How we are getting? Amount minus principal. So find out what is the product of these two numbers. 6, 2, 1, 2 6 are 2 1, 2 2 are 4 plus 1 5, 2 1s are 2, and 6 2 1. So 6 4 12 5 1. 15,246 rupees is amount. And now principal will be equal to, they are given principal is equal to 12,600 rupees, and we need to find out compound interest. So we have any interest is equal to amount minus principal. So for this question, it is a compound interest. Amount is 15,246 minus principal is 12,600. So what is the difference? That is the required compound interest. 6 4 12 minus 6 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2,646 is the compound interest for this amount. So just here you need to remember one thing. In case of compound interest, if it is compounded annually, there is no change in number of conversion periods and rate of interest. Remember, these two values will change. Okay. If it is given half yearly, then when for 2 years, for 1 year, number of conversion periods is equal to 2 when the amount is compounded half yearly. If 2 years given, so 2 to the 4 conversion periods will get, and rate of interest will be half of the original rate. Half a year they said no. So 10 by 2 will get. That question we will do later on with the another example. So like this we must find, and remember, observe the question carefully. Are they asking compound interest or amount find out? So whenever they are asking compulsory find out amount first, then go for compound interest. Otherwise use the compound interest formula in terms of principal and rate of interest like that. So in terms compound interest formula directly we have P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n minus 1. So if you are using directly this formula, then also you will get the same result. Okay. Now take another example. Found compound interest on 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees for 1 year at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So for this question, what are the given values? Identify first. Observe, find the compound interest on 1000 rupees. Means 1000 rupees is comes for principal. Principal is equal to 1000 rupees. And T is equal to, for a time period 1 year they are given, rate of interest is equal to 10% per annum. Before going to that, they are given that interest is compounded half yearly. Okay. So here we will get number of conversion period differently as well as rate of interest also differently. Number of conversion periods is equal to 2 because T is equal to 1 year they are given. In 1 year there will be 2 conversion periods. Just now I told you because 2 half years we will get. Okay. And the rate of interest will be per annum they are given 10% per annum. But we have to take for half yearly. So therefore rate of interest for half year, that is 10 by 2 is equal to 5% per half year. Okay, this value we must take now. So this is given value. Given rate of interest for annum is 10%, but we have to take for half year, so half of the given value, that is 5%. Okay. Now by using these values, we have to calculate the interest. And just remember why I took n is equal to 2, because they are given time period is equal to 1 year, and they are given that interest is compounded half yearly. In half year we will get 2 conversion periods. So here time is given only 1 year. So 2 into 1, that is nothing but 2 itself. Okay, number of conversion periods is equal to 2. Now we have formula for amount as well as compound interest formula also just now I told you. So previous example I have used amount, then compound interest is amount minus principal I did. Now what I am doing? Directly I am finding compound interest by using the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n minus 1. Here we have every value of P, R and n. Okay. So now substitute all given values. P is 1000 rupees into 1 plus R value is 5 by 100 whole to the power of n is equal to 2 minus 1. That's all. So which will be equal to, compound interest is equal to 1000 into 1 plus 5 by 100, that is 100 ones are 100, 100 plus 5 is 105. So 105 by 100 will get, and 2 times 105 by 100 into 105 by 100 minus 1. Okay. Which will be equal to 1000 into 105 into 105 we will get in the numerator. That is, first find out the product of 105 into 105. 5 5s are 25. So 0 is there, compulsory will get another digit also 2. 5 ones are 5. 0 0 0 5 0 1 5 2 10 and 1. So 11,025 by 100 into 100 10,000 minus 1. So which will be equal to 1000 into, go for cross multiplication, 11,025 minus 10,000 divided by 10,000. Okay. Now 1000 into, so their difference we will get 1025. 11,025 minus 10,000, 1025 by 10,000. 3 zeros will get cancelled. Now how much amount is there? 1,025 by 10, that is nothing but a decimal fraction. So 1 decimal digit we will get, because 10 we are having in the denominator. So 102.5 is the compound interest. Okay. If you are getting difficult to do these calculations, so cross multiplication and all, so first find out amount, then take the difference of amount and principal, you will get the compound interest. Like that also we can do, no problem. Like previous problem, okay. So once again observe this question. Whenever they are given half yearly, for 1 year number of conversion periods is equal to 2. If the number of years is 2 given, in that case you need to multiply with 2, whatever number they will give. See, 2 into 1, 2. If they are given 2 years and amount is compounded half yearly, 2 into, for suppose 3 years given, 2 into 3, 6 conversion periods will get. Okay. And rate of interest half year means whatever rate they will give, half value you must take. Substitute in the formula. Then you will get the required compound interest. Now coming to example 3. In this, they are mentioning that find the number of conversion period. Find the number of conversion times the interest. Conversion times the interest is compounded. Interest is compounded and rate for each. And here the situations they are given. First question is sum taken for 1/2 years at 8% per annum. 8% per annum is compounded half yearly. And second question is given a sum taken for 2 years. A sum taken for 2 years at 4% per annum is compounded half yearly again. Okay, now observe the question once again. Find the number of conversion times the interest is compounded. Means here interest is compounded half yearly. For this half yearly, how many number of conversion periods we will get, as well as the rate of interest for two situations. See, in these two situations, amount is compounded half yearly only. For that, how many conversion periods we will get for the given timing, as well as for the given rate of interest, how it is changed, we must find. So for first condition, it is very clear that in the two questions amount is compounded half yearly. Okay, so first I am writing interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, so given time t is equal to 1/2 years given. See, in 1 year, how many conversion periods will you get? 1.5 years. 1 year, 2 conversion periods, and again one more half year is there. So totally 3 half years will get. Actually, this one we can able to understand, but how we need to do by calculations observe. So t will be equal to convert the mixed fraction into improper. 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1, 3/2. So that is nothing but 3 into 1/2 years. 1/2 is nothing but half a year. So how many half years we are getting in this? 3 half years. Therefore, the conversion period is equal to 3 because t is equal to 3 half years. Understand? Okay. Now coming to the rate of interest. Given rate of interest is 4% per annum. But we need to take for half a year. Therefore, rate of interest will be changed to 4/2. That is nothing but 2% per half year. Okay. So these are the required values. N is 3 and R is 2 for first case. Sorry, here 8 given. Rate of interest is equal to 8%. Then 8/2 is nothing but 4% per half year will get. And in the second case, same thing we need to do. So given timing is 2 years, t is equal to 2 years, and we know that for 1 year number of conversion periods is equal to 2. Here 2 years are there, therefore n will be equal to 2 into 2, which is nothing but 4. Okay, and r will be equal to 4/2. 4% per annum given, that's by 2, which is equal to 2% per half year. Okay, I hope you understood now how to find out the number of conversion periods and the rate of interest when the interest is compounded half yearly. Further, they are given these two examples. Here they did not mention some, means principle they did not mention, means here they didn't ask about to find out amount or interest. Just they are asking how many conversion periods and how much rate of interest will be coming for half year. Okay. Okay, first of all, what are the given values? Identify. Given that, observe the question. What amount is to be repaid on a loan of 12,000 rupees? Means the loan is taken for 12,000 rupees. So sum of the money, that is P is equal to 12,000 rupees. For 1 by 2 years, T is equal to 1.5 years. This number of conversion periods. Just now we got 1.5 year. 1 year, 2 conversion periods, half year, 1 more. So completely 3 conversion periods. At 10% per annum, if interest is compounded half yearly, means the rate of interest will be changed to 10 by 2 because amount is compounded half yearly. So 10 by 2 is nothing but 5%. Here it will change 5 and here n value will be equal to 3. and P is equal to 12,000. That's all. And they are asking to find out amount. So just use amount formula. No need to go for compound interest also. Given amount interest is compounded half year. So that's why we will get now given timing T is equal to before that P value. P is equal to 12,000 rupees and T is equal to 1 by 2 years. So number of conversion periods. 1 year is having 2 conversion periods and half year is having 1 conversion period. Totally 3 conversion periods. Therefore, N is equal to 3. Directly I am writing. Okay. And coming to the rate of interest. So given rate of interest is equal to 10% per annum. These are the given values. Now changed R value will be equal to 10 by 2, which is equal to 5% per half year. So these are my required values. Now I need to find out amount. So amount formula is given in compound interest. P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n. Substitute each and every value. So P value is 12,000 into 1 plus R value 5% per half year by 100 whole to the power of number of conversion periods is equal to 3. That's all. After the simplification, we will get the answer. That is, amount will be equal to 12,000 into 100 1 100, 100 plus 5, 105 by 100 whole cube. So because here 3 times is there, elaborate that exponential form, no, elaborate it. 12,000 into 105 by 100 into 105 by 100 into 105 by 100. 2 zeros will get cancelled. 1 0 will get cancelled. So 12 into 105 into 105 into 105 by 10 into 100. So instead of calculations, first multiply the numerator because in the denominator 3 zeros we are getting, means decimal fraction now. So before those 3 digits we need to keep the point. That's all. No need to go for cancellation. So find out the product of the numerator. So very lengthy number problem. Find out 105 cube. That is 105 into 105. How much we got just now? We got 11,025. So 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are 5, 0, 0, 0, 1 5s are 5, 0, 1 1s are 1, 5 2, 11,025. 11,025 into 105 again. Okay, so 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12, and 5 0 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5, 0 0 0 0 0 5 digits, and 1 5s are 5, 2 0 1 1, 5 2 6 7 5 1 1. So 12 into 11,57,625 by 1000. Again we need to find out the product of the numerator. 1157,625 into 12. 12 5 is 60. Okay. 12 2 is 24. 24 plus 6 30. Okay, shall we go through with cancellation? 12 into 105 into 105 into 105 by 10 into 100. 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 5 1s are 5 21s are and 5 20s are 5 21s are Next, 5 fours and 5 21s. 2 ones, 2 sixes, 2 twos, 2 threes. 3 into 21 cube by 2. Okay, now find out 21 cube. 21 into 21, 441 into 21. 1, 4, 4. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8. 1, 2 plus 4, 6, 12, 9. 9,261. 3 into 9,261 by 2. So 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5. So 9261 and 1.5 will get. Okay. 15 ones are 15. 15 six are 90. 90 plus 1 91. 15 twos are 30 plus 9 39. 15 nines are 135 plus 3 138. And before one digit point. 13,891.5 will be the amount. So just here we are getting very lengthy calculations, that's all. But you will get the answer compulsory. So just observe here. They are asking about amount. So till here answer is finished. We found an amount only. Amount is equal to 13,891.5. If they are asking compound interest also. So after getting the amount, we have the formula to get compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So find out the difference between this amount and the principal. If they are asking about interest also. Okay, now just they are asking about amount. Till here answer is finished. Okay. Okay, observe the given question. Here they are mentioned that Yadaya borrowed 5,120 rupees at 12 1/2% per annum. T is 5,120, R is 12 1/2%. So mixed fraction convert into improper fraction. And amount is interest is compounded annually. Means how many years they will give, that much only we will get number of conversion periods. But here observe is how much amount he has to pay to clear the debt at the end of 2 years 9 months. And we have to take in years. Here they are mentioned in 9 months also. So convert the given timing into years first of all. And after getting the amount, also find out the interest. Two questions are there. So first, given values note down. Given principal is equal to 5,120 rupees and rate of interest is equal to 12 1/2% per annum. So here R and T values will not change because amount is compounded annually. So given that the interest is compounded annually. So there is no change in R as well as N. But here R is given in mixed fraction, convert into improper. So calculations compulsory, we can't take mixed fraction directly. 12 2s are 24, 24 plus 1, 25/2% per annum. So R is equal to 25/2. And then N will be, T given that T is equal to 2 years, 9 months. So if they are given T directly in years, then directly we will mention N is equal to that many years. But here 9 months also included. So convert the 9 months into years. Already I told you whenever they are mentioned the months per year, 12 months we have. So divide 9 with 12. 2 plus 9/12 years. Already 2 is in years. 9 months we have to convert. So that 9 months divided with 12 to convert it into years because 1 month is equal to 1/12 years. Now 12, so 3 3s are 3 4s are 2 plus 3/4 years. Now just go through with the calculation. 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 3 is 11/4. 11/4 is improper, so convert into mixed. Again, you will get 2 3/4 itself. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 3 11. So T is equal to 2 3/4 years now because amount is compounded annually. So N also will be equal to 2 3/4 years. So if N is like this, can N 2 3/4. That's all. If N is like this, even you are taking 11/4, we are unable, fractional form we are getting, then we can't solve the problem directly. For that, what you have to do, what is the whole number part in this mixed fraction considered for number of conversion periods, not for rate of interest. Remember this. 2 are there. For that 2 years, find out compound amount. After getting the amount, take that amount as principal and years, remaining years is 3/4, no? So that one as a T. Calculate the simple interest. First, what we have to take, let N is equal to 2. Find out the amount P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N. P value is 5,120 into 1 plus R value is 25/2 by 100 whole to the power of N is 2. Calculate this one. 5,120 into 1 plus 25/2 into 100. So 25 ones are 25 fours are whole square, which is equal to 5,120 into 1 plus 1/8 whole square we will get. So 8 ones are 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9/8 whole square. That is 5,120 into 9/8 whole square. Okay, so 9 9s are 81/64 will get. Here I am doing that. Amount is equal to 5,120 into 81 by 64. Now do the calculations. So 4 table I am taking. 4 ones are 4, 11, 4 twos are 8, 32, 4 eights are 32, 0. 4 ones are 4, 4 six are 16, 4 are 64. Again 4 fours are 16, 4 threes are 12, 4 twos are 8. 4 ones are 4 eights are 80 into 81. A is equal to 80 into 81. So 8 ones are 8, 8 eights are 64. 6,480 rupees is amount. This amount consider as principal, okay, and calculate for the remaining part 3 by 4 as C. Calculate simple interest. So secondly, we will take principal is equal to 6,480 rupees. T is equal to 3 by 4 years, and rate of interest is same 25 by 2. So with those values, calculate amount. You will get the amount interest. Okay. Okay, this problem will continue in the next class.